Today I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of the West Plains Fire Department live fire training facility. Show you as many of the features as I can in a relatively short period of time. So let's get started. First thing you can see from the outside is the roof vent prop. It has 2x6s laying into slots on 2-foot centers and a 4x8 sheet of chipboard over the top of it so that you can practice different ventilation techniques. And that can be accessed using a ladder, a ground ladder, a ladder truck, or you can access it from the first floor, or second floor rather, from that area. And I'm not going to be able to show you everything, I just want to try to hit the highlights. But this prop right here is for different types of bar stock, mainly like rebar, to practice using K12 cutting steel bar. This little door right here on the other side, I'll show you in a minute, is a framed wall, and what you can do is start a little fire inside this door, and then from the inside you can use your TIC and practice checking a wall for a wall fire. So let me go in here and show you. I've opened up all the doors, try to get as much light as I can to show you guys all of this. This is a wall breaching prop. It's a 2x4 studded wall with a sheet of 1/2 inch drywall on it, and you actually use that from the other side, but I'll show you that from the other side. And then here's the framed wall that I was talking about, and it's just a temporary wall that you use for TIC training. So most of the interior of this is sprinklered, and not all of it is for fire. There are designated areas that are for the live fire. This area, again, I wish I had better lighting for you, but this area is for the Class A burns. It has a frame that you can't see very well, but it basically mimics a recliner. And you lay a pallet down, and then you lay a pallet like this, and set it on fire, and you can practice Class A burn techniques. There's also drywall in a frame up here so you can practice pulling the ceiling for overhaul. It has a floor drain to allow the water to run out, and it also has a vent door that's opened using a crank system. So back out of that, and then we'll go into the other side here. This is the top of the SCBA, or not SCBA, this is the top of the wall breaching prop, but it can be used for SCBA training as well. It's just tall enough to crawl through, and it has these modular doors that can be taken out, removed, or moved around, as does the rest of this side of the prop. This is all for search and rescue type training, crawling around, and all of these panels are made to lift and remove, and can be positioned differently to set up a maze, so to speak.
4626 911.
And right here is part of that prop as well.
4626, go ahead. I'll be clear. Scene 433 is going to be on scene for a little bit longer. Copy.
So I'm gonna come right out the side here. I'll just show you around the first story real quick. So that's the door that I just came out of, and that's the window I was looking out of. But there's a FDC connection and standpipe that runs up the entire height of the building, and then the standpipe connection inside each level. This is the door that you go in for the wall breaching prop, and there you can see the inside of the framed wall and then the inside of that one, and you can sheet these on both sides or just the one side, but basically it's for self-extrication training. And then it's a ramp right here, and you can use that as like a ceiling collapse training. So what you do is you get your firefighters in here with their full gear, SCBA, etc., and you pick this up and let it down on them, and then train them on how to self-extricate from a collapse type situation, a ceiling collapse, that is. So it's that part. Let me walk around here. I'll show you. I know I've shown you some of this in the initial walk around video, and I'm really wanting to focus on the inside of it today. Here's the gas line and all of the electric work that runs up the end of the container for the live fire prop. There's our propane tank for the prop to operate off of. So let me go up the steps here and take you to the second story, show you that. There's so much about this prop that it's overwhelming even trying to tell you about it. So here we walk up onto the second story. Sorry about the wind, it's a little bit breezy today. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me okay. Here's a closer look at the roof vent prop. It's pretty nifty. We're just freaking stoked to be able to train on this. So this container from here back is the rollover and the bed fire prop that uses propane, and this is the control area for it, control room. You got one window right there. This has all kinds of safeties built into it to shut down if it reaches a certain temperature, and can be shut down if something goes wrong. You have another emergency stop right here where your safety officer would probably be, and then you really can't see much inside of there. But and I'm sorry for my pager and my phone. We are having a busy day today. The guys just got done running 2 medical calls. We had a fire alarm before that. I'd be surprised if I even get to finish this video before I have to run another call. But anyways, there's a bed fire. It's a simulated bed frame. Hope you can see that. Of course, there's a floor drain. There's automatic vents that open up. This is the control room window looking in. And then this is one of the vents that's controlled manually and automatically. So we'll walk out here. That's the first floor entrance to the stairwell. And in fact, let me show you that real quick, because this door is actually a door breaching prop. So it's 2 levels. You have an inner door. Let me close this. Okay. So there are 2 doors there, and you can load these.
Pressure spotters be clear, Sabres. Copy at 1422.
Okay, so as I was saying, there are 2 doors here, and these doors can be loaded with, there, hanging up on the floor a little bit. These doors can be loaded with bar stock, round stock or flat stock. You can use wooden dowels, and basically this door prop is made to where it can be breached with hand tools or K12, Sawzall, that type of thing. And virtually any kind of, here's an example of the bar stock. That's just a flat stock. But you can load that, and then from the outside you can cut that with your K12. So that's one of the door breaching techniques that you can practice. There's this outer door, which would mimic a safety door like you would find in a mall or a storefront, that covers the entry doors. So you can practice several different techniques on breaching that. And then once you have that open, then you have the door prop, which you can simulate anything from a residential door to a commercial door of various types and various breaching techniques, with exception of removing it from the hinges like you could do with a commercial door. A lot of those can just be picked up, or pried up from the bottom and removed. So we'll go back up the steps here, and I'm trying to keep this short for you guys. I want to show you as much as I can, but I don't want to have a terribly long video. So we'll just go right on up the stairs. Right now I'm on the 2nd floor. There's your standpipe connection coming in. Got a gas line shut off right here. No, I'm sorry, not a gas line shut off. That's actually part of the sprinkler system that runs throughout the containers. And then coming up here to the 3rd story. So you've got a window out both sides. You've got a door straight back that leads out onto this area. So as I said, we're on the 3rd floor now, 3rd story. There's the training tower, the rappelling tower. So we'll go on up to it. Got one of the firefighters here with me,
4626 back station wall.
hanging out, so he kind of got drug into coming with me. There's the standpipe. Okay, and then this takes us up on the 4th story, or the 4th level. And this door that I just came through, that would close back down to complete the floor. And then you have the ladder going up to the rappelling platform. Now this tube, I wanted to show you the tube first, and then I'll show you on the inside. That is for a confined space vertical training, where you would set up a tripod and a rope system up above, and then practice lowering rescuers and your Stokes basket down here. Get your patient all hooked up and tied in properly, and then you remove the patient. And I think, yeah, he opened that up for me. So then you can remove your patient up through the confined space tube. So that's what that's about. So let's climb up here to the rappelling tower. Okay, so there's that access door for the confined space tube. You've got anchors all around for the rappelling. Got a gate here that opens for rappelling, a gate here that opens for rappelling, and this. But a step back here, there's a pipe or a frame that's up here for the high angle rope work, and 4 LED lights that light up this whole training area like the break of dawn. They are awesome. And again, your rope anchors over here on the side, and this is set up to do low angle. You can do it off of that little balcony. You can do it off of right here, or you can do the high angle rope work using that frame. So this thing is pretty neat. You can see 4611 down here, kind of give you some depth perception on how far up we are. We're 2 stories above the roof prop right now. So anyway, that pretty well sums it up, guys. I wanted to try to keep this short and sweet and just show you some of the basic features. I by no means covered it all, but at least tried to cover the basics for you. So as always, thanks for watching, and we'll be doing some training soon and hopefully be getting some of that on video. I'm thinking about going back to using a helmet cam again so I can possibly get some of the interior live fire stuff on video for you as well. But as always, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.